Everyone listen carefully because, with the help of all of you clever detectives out there, I believe we have solved the mystery. I have Wadsworth here, though feeling under the weather, it seems, and I am ready to announce a solution to the mystery for what you saw on the night that gave you such concern.
Very good. Please do go on.
Yes, as you know, I am a master detective myself, and not only have I solved all your riddles, but I have interrogated all your subjects and have pieced together every last clue and detail to come to this conclusion. On the night in question, Colonel Mustard arrived with the intent to help an unknown type of project. Upon finding no one here for the project and becoming quite angry, Colonel Mustard decided to have a snack of sausages and other cured meats he had brought with him. Colonel Mustard set the meat down on a plate and then left to retrieve a small pot, or some might call a teapot, of French mustard she keeps hidden on the premises. At that very instant, Yvette, the minute maid, saw the assorted meats left out in the open and cleared and cleaned the room without ever being seen, since she is a very fast maid. Miss Peacock then arrived, smelling the sweet smoke of cured meat still lingering in the air. Colonel Mustard was returning, but soon realized that the teapot was empty, having forgotten that she had finished the mustard earlier that week, let out a scream of both hunger and disappointment. Miss Peacock fled, and Colonel Mustard threw the teapot in frustration, ran down the hall, and left the parking lot, looking quite annoyed. A most concerning scene, if ever there has been one. No wonder you wanted to report it, Wadsworth.
Wow. I just mean wow. I must say that is an incredible job.
Thank you.
I mean incredible as in unbelievable. As in it's unbelievable how you could get it so wrong. It's not even close to the correct solution. What kind of detective training do you have?
It's not correct? I thought I had it all down. If that's not the solution, then I'm afraid I must insist you tell us right now. No more of these puzzles or clues.
Alright, fine. This has all become exhausting, and I suppose the butler's code is more of a guideline anyway. I will tell you.
Yes, please. Go ahead, then.
Well, here's the real solution. On the night in question, I began to buttle a little earlier than normal. I do this sometimes and call it a bitty buttle.
A bitty buttle?
Yes, a bitty buttle. Anyhow, as I looked at the front desk that night, I noticed Professor Plum standing over a cauldron laughing and muttering, "Oh, what a surprise I have for this place. Yes, they're all gonna get it now. All of them." Well, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. After all, Professor Plum is normally plum delightful. But I wasn't the only witness. At that very moment, I saw Mrs. White enter, take one look at the scene, and let out an ear-piercing scream as she took off at a run down the hallway. Well, I had seen enough and ended my evening's bitty bottle right there. I decided to return the next day and alert you, fulfilling my duty as the butler to protect and serve this building.
Unbelievable. Wadsworth, Professor Plum standing over a cauldron and saying, "The whole place is going to get it." The story is amazing and unnerving. I must thank you for your service. Let's get Professor Plum in here and get to the bottom of this.
Yes, you called?
Yes, Professor Plum. Have you heard that Wadsworth just reported to me about you standing over a cauldron at the front desk and cackling? What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, Wadsworth essentially has everything correct.
Aha, so you admit it.
Yes, though I would say it wasn't a cauldron I was using so much as a big pot. You see, I've been planning a special project to make treats in warm apple cider and hot chocolate for everyone here. I was using the big pot to practice and get the recipe just right.
Wait, what? You were standing over a big pot mixing treats that you wanted to hand out to everyone? That sounds plumb delightful. But what was what Wadsworth told us about you muttering, "Oh, what a surprise I have in store for this place. Yes, they're going to get it now. All of them. Ha 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 ha." Oh, I suppose that does make sense. And it checks out if you're making a treat for everyone. Plus, we had all those extra treats I've been handing out to everyone this week. Those must have been practice batches. What about Miss White? What did she see that caused such a fright, sending her screaming and running?
Oh, that? I had just spilled a little from the pot out onto the ground by stirring too hard. Miss White saw the mess, and you know how serious she is about cleanliness. Well, she screamed and ran down the hall to find some cleaning products. Mrs. Peacock must have heard the scream and left before seeing anything else.
What about Colonel Mustard looking annoyed?
Oh, I believe that was from me setting a plate of sample treats on his desk. I didn't know he was cutting back on sugar, and I believe the gesture caused him to leave right away looking very annoyed.
Well, that does wrap up the solution into a tight bow. This whole thing is just about you trying to make some treats for all of us. Well, case solved. Take that, Grey's Anatomy. My podcast didn't even need 19 seasons to get there. I want to thank everyone who helped this week. And I don't want anyone else to have any true crime dramas around here. But I hope you all had fun and enjoyed our little show. I know I had fun. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for listening. The end.